Contrast Uncut, yeah, you know that's us. Where we only speak the real and the real rock with us. Where we motivate the people and politic on success. Oh no, we ain't DJ Khaled, but they swearing we the best. Contrast Uncut, contrast Uncut, contrast Uncut, contrast Uncut.
What's happening? It's Contrast Uncut. It's season 4, episode 35. I want to give a big shout out to Uncle Snoop's Army and Bobby D Presents. I appreciate you, brothers. It's your host, Zylo, aka DJ Juan Dollars like I won some money. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have an incredibly dope special guest. You understand me? When I say dope, I mean he put the new crack era in the word dope. He has 2 decades in the game. His bars can legally drink and smoke, you understand me? Grown shit. He's from the Rock, Rochester, New York. And if you ain't knowing, upstate New York is running shit right now in New York. They're putting the nostalgia back in the New York sound. This brother is a Full Metal Jacket lyrical assassin, rapper, songwriter, producer, and entrepreneur. This brother is a creative genius with some original content blended in with the mob days and proper movement. You understand me? Y'all be lacking that shit. He gives you that gritty style with mobbish sounds that sticks like baking soda and boiling hot water. He gets produced and rapped with the likes of Griselda, Westside Gun, Conway the Machine, Benny the Butcher, Trust Gang, Trust, 38 Special, DJ MUGGS, DJ Green Lantern. And his latest project that was featured on Times Square Jumbotron in New York with Flea Lord, Rock America 2nd Edition. And if you ain't know who I got on the show by now, it's all good. We got all episode to chop it up with Hell's Roof, very own Eto. Everybody, what's up, bruh?
Sir, peace, man. Thanks for having me, brother.
Oh yeah, all love, bruh. All love, man. You know, time's the most finite thing we have on this earth. So I gotta tell you from the jump, I appreciate you for fucking with me, taking the time to fuck with the viewers and the listeners. Thank you, bruh.
No question, man. It's an honor, man.
100. Speaking of time, Eto, what's a normal 24 hours for you?
I got a little routine, man. You know, I got my son, my lady work, I hold it down. We all work all day, but I got my son, man, and it's right back to work. I do this at least 16 hours a day, man. You know what I'm saying?
Salute.
I be in the studio, you know, I be knocking down features for the day, or I'm either producing or recording, you know, but for the most part, it's all 3 every day for the most part. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Now, I gotta give you your flowers, bruh. You know, I gotta salute all my dedicated fathers out there. And I gotta salute you because you said it from the jump. That's 16, 18 hours a day. If you understand the math, that's nap time and sleep time that he taken away from that math.
Yeah, man, I do. Listen, man, like right now, 3 o'clock, this is when I get my day started, man. And I'm locked in until 3 in the morning. You know what I mean? So I don't do company like that, but I keep the guys here, you know, G4 Jag, we just locked in. We knocked the whole tape out in a week.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? This is what we do, man, all day, every day.
Hey, bro, you are one of them hard workers. I mean, that's something I guess that the Rock got in common because y'all put out, when y'all ready to put out, it's 4-6 albums. I mean, we talk about Spec, we talk about you, we talk about upstate New York in general. Y'all don't play around with content. Y'all like, oh yeah, that's dope. I got way more where that come from.
38 Special, my brother, man. We got 20 years history in this, man. Rochester, New York, you know. Stated this on the interview or two, but, you know, he taught me how to work this thing here, this MPC. You know, we've been producing since we was 17, you know, 18 years old, man. So, you know what I mean?
History. Nah, my mentors, you know, my big brothers is Fido and Rome. You know, shout out to the Palmero brothers.
Oh, Rochester native. Shout out my brother. Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, no. Fido been trying to get me to come out to a suburb spot out there in Rochester, but I ain't gonna.
You
But
gotta come out. You come out to the suburbs, you gotta come check me out in the city.
100, man. Say less, say less. I gotta connect dots and do some Rembrandt paintings. You understand me?
Yes, sir. I'll be back out west soon too, man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Then we for sure gotta connect on that end, man.
No
Cause bro,
question.
you do it, bro. It's some people that teeter totter and think they doing it. It's other motherfuckers that I'm in it. Like you see the dirt on my shoes, you see the blood on my teeth. Like you feel me?
Honestly, man.
It's gritty grind. Like it's so real. I got this quote. Let me know how this quote relates to you, or if it doesn't.
Okay.
The idea, bro, is I want you to talk about it.
Okay.
Here we go. The game is gonna test you. Never fold. Stay 10 toes down. It's not on you. It's in you. And what's in you, they can't take away. Nip the Great, Nipsey Hussle.
I like that. It's in you. And it has to be, because a lot of these guys just want to do this shit. I got 20 years in this, man. And I'm not really concerned with the hype of fame or, to get money from this shit now is a blessing, it's a plus. But, I'll be doing this shit regardless, man. You understand? So I like that, man. It's in you. It has to be in you. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. No, that's real, bro. Because it sort of segues to my first question I'm going to ask you. And, I'm talking about the music game, the entertainment industry. Did the game choose you or did you choose the game?
Kind of both, because I grew up in a family household with that are musicians. My mama sings till this day. My uncles, musicians, percussionists, congas and bongos, and yes, drum timbales, yes sir. So, but I had a choice. It's either this or that. But like we said, it's in me regardless. But yeah, it's not something I chose to do, but I got caught up in the streets. I caught a case and all that, and it sat my ass down. Sat me down. And I got on house arrest and managed to buy my first little setup gear, and man, that was it, man. I'll never look back, man.
Come on, that's right. That's right. A lot of times people don't understand when it's a fork in the road, it's called choices. And
yeah. You have to pick your poison sooner or later, you know what I'm saying? Because I know niggas who make music and hustle and all that, but just like me coming up, but sooner or later, you have to pick your poison, man. If you really wanted to work, then you'll make it work, you know what I'm saying?
Come on. The dope game and the music game ain't too far apart. It's just some paperwork involved that ain't involved in the other paperwork. You understand me?
I tell niggas that all the time. In fact, the music game might be a little more tricky. It might be a little more grimier. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's
it's
real.
It's all a race to the top,
Come on. Come on. It's steps you create. And some people put steps in your way.
Certainly. Mm-hmm.
Shit. You had to learn it on your own, bruh. When it comes to creating music, bruh, no beats was given to you. You had to say, fuck it, I gotta learn this shit on my own with 38 special the board.
Hey, especially at that time, bro. At that time, we wasn't even on YouTube stealing beats and shit. Like, so we was local. That was probably the roughest time. We didn't have beats and shit, man. We was still having vinyls and freestyling off instrumentals on vinyls and shit with the acapellas on the B side. Clean edit versions on the, that's what we was doing.
See, no, y'all worked way harder than us. I was born in 87. When that whole era hit with the lime wire and shit, we was downloading every beat you can find that was available on that motherfucker. You was like, I'm jacking beats.
I remember that I actually had my shit seeded on LimeWire, man. That's when you knew you was somewhat making some kind of noise. This shit seeded on LimeWire, you know what I'm saying?
Come on. Hey, these youngsters not understanding. They think SoundCloud's it. It's like, bruh, you had to go from this to that. And then once you got to this LimeWire, this Napster, this this secret shit that now we call iTunes and Spotify and shit. Bro, you got to that shit, bro. You was the man. You was like, oh yeah, go check me out.
I don't know if you're familiar with Mr. Probs. He's from the Netherlands.
Okay.
About I'll say anywhere from '08 to '10, we did a record called The Bad Guy, produced by Beat Butcher. Shout out to Beat Butcher, my brother. We got a lot of years in this. Shout out V Dawn. That's when I first caught the record seeding. I never got on LimeWire. I always used to go on there and download shit. And I caught my shit seeding one time, like, oh shit. So that was a plus at the time.
Hell yeah. Bro, what was you consider that your first confirmation that, you know, hip hop and music's what you wanted to do? Or would you say it's that moment you had to sit down and reflect that you was like, you made that choice? Like, when did that confirmation or affirmation hit you? Or is it later down the road?
That started right here at home, man. The way I had my city at the time, you know, we was like, till this day, you know, we got a new young world up and coming now, but I knew right then and right here at home in Rochester, man, you know, every block, every corner, every hood, every street, every west side, north side, like we had them going crazy. So, you know, I knew then it was on to something.
Hey, bro, I'm happy you brought that up because a lot of people sleep on a region. They think that they got to go somewhere else just to get some love.
It got to start home. I learned that because that's what I thought, you know. I wanted to get out. I wanted to get heard elsewhere, but I learned that they weren't hearing you home. You can't spin the block around the corner and nobody know who you are. It's pointless. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Hell yeah, that's real as fuck. People be sleeping on that idea. They think they gotta go to New York and realize that shit where you at is where it's at. I'm in a place called Bakersfield. We an hour outside of LA. And people in this motherfucker still to this day, they got a cat named Jim Ranger that's on The Voice. He just made a finalist. He's from Bakersfield. It's a cat named Zakari. He's part of 5 Grammys and works with everybody. He's from Bakersfield. It's like, but he'd be the first one to tell you, and everybody else tell you, man, you gotta get love in your hometown. If you start stretching for afar, you're gonna stretch yourself so thin you won't know what you look like.
Got to though. It's imperative. It starts home. It starts home. It's gonna end home. You know, the whole point is to, you know, people say, oh, the whole point is to make it out the ghetto. That's not true. The whole point is to do it for the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? And sooner or later, you know, we all want to move out, get that big home and all that, but I ain't gonna be too far. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
We'll be in the suburbs. We'll be in the suburbs somewhere.
See, bro, people don't understand that once you make it out somewhere, they got to be able to see it. They got to know the inspiration is real, the influence is real, that manifestations and prayer was real for you. You know, they don't realize.
A lot of that shit is mental. I told them. It's a lot of guys who seek progress and forget about the process, and they just want to get to the money, and they'll never work. You know, a lot of the shit I came across was all mental. Like, I told myself, I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna get with this guy one day. Watch, and you know, I applied that shit mentally. You know what I mean? So that manifestation is real. I would definitely encourage these kids to apply it correctly. You know what I'm saying? And stop thinking negative all the time.
Come on, bro. They got the game fucked up, bro. They always think, you know, hey, if I hit this lick, I get caught. You know, that's the bad side. What about if you do some good shit? What comes from when you do some good shit?
Well, one thing I know about catching licks, man, prior days, I don't do that shit now. If I ever had it in mind that I was gonna get caught, most likely I will. So I never had that on my mind. My whole thing was to get in and out of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. Come on. I mean, bro, from coming from a long days of you know, stick up kids and you know, running that play so that you come up for a moment, not realizing you're going to lose that shit later on because nothing you take will stick with you unless you earn it. You know, let these youngsters let that set in on your mind. I want to make sure we spend some time on the importance of perfecting your craft. You know, putting it hour after hour, work in, work out, you know, to see your gifts that you've been given on full display. That's passion with a master work ethic. That's 10,000 hours put in. That's an outlier. Man, can you let the listeners know what it takes, what you've been through on your journey of putting your 10,000 hours in to reach your personal success?
Man, I broke up a happy home about this. You know what I'm saying? And in order to keep, you know, you got to upset the happy home. sometimes in order to keep it happy, you know what I'm saying? And fortunately, when I first came up, didn't work out, you know, because of the grind, you know. So it's not even support after that. It's just selfishness. But it's something I had to do, you know what I'm saying? And gets better. You know what I mean? It gets better, man. You're gonna have to upset the happy home. And if she supports you, she'll stick it out and y'all can remain happy.
Bruh, you dropping some real power gems right now. I think you gotta carry that by the carrot when it comes to that bar you just dropped on them.
Oh yeah, yeah. My lady understands well, and this is why she's here till this day. You know, my first kid's mom didn't understand that. You know what I mean? And it's cool. I understood. Um, my lady I'm with now for about 6, 7 years now. I mean, we drove to New York, Jersey, Philly in a car that possibly won't even make it. And you know, God is on my side. We made it. You know, we stalled out a few times. We got some stories, man. Like that's why I'll never count her out. You know what I mean? Good
Respect.
or bad.
Respect, bruh.
And
Hey, as much as it takes a better half and along this journey, there's also the reflection of where you coming out of. And that's something that I want to give you all your credit, bruh, as you stay original, bruh. You're not trying to be someone from somewhere else. You're not trying to be, you said, man, this New York, this is crack era. This is where all this shit come from. The real mob days, you feel me? Like where the real structure of organized crime, where
and
motherfuckers
that's what
did
that
it.
means. That's what that means. That whole new crack era. See, a lot of the old heads around my way, they got the wrong impression. I get it, you know, putting out the wrong message, you know, and I respect that coming from the old heads because they know the crack era probably killed millions and ruined families. But my impression and my handle on that was bringing that raw sound back because the rap game is watered down. So we want to bring it back to the oil again. We want to give them that raw and just reinforce that sound again. So that was my aim with the new crack era, just bringing that raw sound back.
Nah, I give a lot of credit to what y'all do, bruh, because y'all make motherfuckers like in the 5 boroughs really think about what they doing. How they have to, they're adapting to this melodic West Coast sound and adding this drill shit on there. And then they're trying to
Yeah,
create something versus stick to the originality of where you come from. That's the real blessing. Can't no one just pop
yeah,
up and be born in New York. Like can't no one just pop up and have that in them. It's something that's you know that's on them and born into it. And a lot of people run away from that. And so, you know, I always got to give people their flowers and their credit for one, sticking to their guns, and two, pursuing the pursuit of happiness of doing what you want to do. You taking that passion, that leadway of what you feel that's leading to you to apply pressure and grow from. And you know,
yeah.
it can be a roller coaster. You can get all type of shit, but a lot of people don't realize that Jodeci did their last album in Rochester.
Yes, sir. Days Long. I was around for that. Matter of fact, Genuine worked up the street. He worked at Champs. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rome. Like Rome is a historical figure over here. So the guys who know. You know, man, I want to say Timberland was here for a bit. I know Tweets from Rochester. Like she's a Rochester native. Tweet. That's how she got part of that, I believe. Not too sure because I never really heard much after her from that. But yeah, man, Rochester, man, that was a great time. That's when I was coming up. That's when I was attending these seminars in New York and meeting Illmind and, you know, around that time. I'm a little older than these boys think, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro. You make that shit look young, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think you younger than me sometimes. Shit. But I do, you know, my whole point of bringing up just the importance of history is that, you know, you can't talk about the West Coast and Cali unless you talk about the Bay. And everyone thinks that it's so much heavy LA that it's the reality is that, man, them sounds, a lot of that originality is coming from the Bay, that culture.
Certainly. I'm familiar. You already know, starting with the guard E40, but we had a lot, Rest of Dead, you know, keep the Bays, yeah. The Bay, definitely, most definitely.
And see, when I bring up this analogy, I talked to Special about it when he came on the show. It's like, man, people sleep on upstate New York and not realizing that that's the Bay of New York. Like, you feel me? That's the 5-hour drive, 6-hour drive that separates from the 5 boroughs to Rochester to Buffalo. And then you got LA to the Bay, that's a 5-6 hour drive. And yeah, you know, we from the same state, but the culture's so different that it makes it just so unique. It makes that sound so plethora, so much more. And then you throw in what's going on your side of the states, you feel me? And the growth is there. And it's just like, you know, I want to make sure we put the importance of understanding that, one, upstate is doing the right thing. And two, you know, you leading the way and doing what you're doing, bro. I gotta give you all your flowers, bro. You know, there is 38 Special. There's everything else that's going on behind that, just because Special's doing this thing, signing people and giving people the game. But it's just like, people gotta understand that when y'all see this new rise of New York sound, y'all gotta pinpoint where it came from.
Yeah, they know. They know. One thing about that is I don't have it in me to say that, like, oh, it came from here or I started that shit, like, but I will say that they know where that shit stemmed from, as far as upstate New York. I'll say that, you know what I'm saying? But it's all love, man, and it's a blessing, because at one point, you know, I wasn't really jacking this shit like what's going on right now, and you know, I got caught up again, you know, probate, you know, it's just all over the place, and I would like to say, man, you know, people like Gun, you know, Westside Gun specifically, you know, made it possible for that market to bust wide open again. But, you know, even before that, me and Spesh, you know, we've been working with Green, and, you know, I worked with Stack Bundles and J Hood and Ransom. And Ransom's my brother for another, you know, 12, 15 years, you know, so we never stopped, man. Like you said, we never compromised our guns, man, and we always stuck to the, you know, never gave up.
Hell yeah, no, it just makes you think, because a lot of people know Pac is born in New York and whatnot, but he got his game in the Bay Area, and then he applied the game he learned in LA, and then that's where we got this new Pac. And it's like, man, what if Pac would have just went 5 hours away?
Yeah, man. I'd like to say it's all about who you know nowadays. Like, at one point it was talent. You had to be nice. At one point you probably would have to go 5 hours away. But now, I don't know if it's the internet, most likely it is, but now it's easy for these guys, you know, like, we went through it, you know what I mean? We spent a lot of money, we lost money, we never got it back, or these long drives, you know. Very easy for these guys now. But in a nutshell, it's all about who you know, man, pretty much.
Come on, that's relationships.
Yeah, man.
Eto, bro, what has been your most rewarding moment so far in the game? You got 20 years in the game. What's something that sticks out with the first impulse thing you think of?
Working with the OGs I grew up watching and listening to. That's what I knew what was gonna happen. DJ MUGGS, Large Pro. You know, not only that, working with the middle-aged OGs who came up under them, you know, the Alchemists, the Havocs. I've accomplished everything I've been wanting to do since I was a kid. And I'm not talking about the fame or the money. I'm talking about these people I love. And I actually got to work with these guys. So that means everything to me. That's my momentum. That's my drive. That's what keeps me alive, other than the support. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. That's real. Nah, people got to understand what real look like. Reality to mainstream. People get lost in the mainstream. They forget what the reality part is.
Right. We went through a lot, and we still here, but I'm willing to go through it for another 20.
Come on, bring it. Bruh, my 3 favorite records of yours. Number 1, The Circle is my shit. Off the Circle project.
Very special record for me. It was not out of my comfort, because I'm an artist, but I'll be around that time I was in a very dark state, you know what I'm saying? And that shit mellowed it out for me. It was smooth. It was smoother than a motherfucker. So, yo, I agree, man. The Circle's one of my favorites too, bro.
All right, that's my number 1 favorite. My number 2, is Dominate off the Hell 2 project with DJ MUGGS. And then I'm gonna give you my number 3. It's Pool Hall Scenes, you know, off of the Eto Brigante. You was gassing, bruh. You was gassing, real petro. I'm talking about you can spark a fire with some spit.
That's my boy Drugs, man. Shout out to Drugs. I want to say, Drugs, if you're watching this and I'm wrong, make sure you hit me and say, nigga, hell no. But I want to say from VA. Could be wrong. But if not, definitely from like the West for sure. Shout out to Drugs, yo. He's nasty with the beast, man.
Hell yeah. Shit. Nah, salute, bro. Them is my 3 favorite. You feel me? The Circle's been on my playlist for about a year and a half now. And, you know, I've been growing ever since. I'm going to, you know, keep it 100 with you. Rome introduced me to your music. And then from there, I was like, oh, where the fuck has this guy been? And then Rome told me, where the fuck have you been? And so, you know, shout out to my guy Rome, my mentor, because, you know, at the end of the day, he put some shit on my head that you know, it made me moving forward. What is your 3 favorite songs of yours?
My 3 favorite songs, number 1, Got It on Smash. Got It on Smash was the first song that I remember we shot the video, man. Jordan Tower came out. That was my first, like, actual big video. That's probably why. But that's when I was really producing for, like, the guys I mentioned. Stack Bundles, God bless his soul. Ransom, you know. Did one for Max B at the time. Shout out Times Changed. Jordan Tower came out. This is what I mean about how I had my city. Like, we had 100 guys. I had police on this corner, that corner. Like, don't worry, even though, you know what you're doing, just make sure nothing happens. Like, you know. Got It on Smash went crazy, man. Another one. And these are my favorites. Like, these are my personal favorites. I got another one called True Kings. True Kings. There's a little video out for that / you know, vlog type thing with A&R Paradise from Street Credibility. Shout out to him. And now one of my latest, those are my 2 personal favorites of all time. If I had to talk about top 3 from today, Pass the Curb with My Daughter on the Hook, featuring Fleet on Rock America 1. That's one of my favorites. Another one of my favorites is on this album here, The Beauty of It. Actually, a lot of them, but another one of my favorites is number 3, Nothing Like You, featuring Latika Hemingway. Only because, like, very rare y'all heard me in that type of groove, you know, with the lady singing, and that one hit home right there. That's a great one.
Yeah, that's a vibe.
And I don't know, probably Walberto on Eto Brigante, because that's what sparked it. That's how we got a hold of Chi-Chi. It wasn't even an idea at first. I did Walberto. Then my brother Jay, you know, we came up with the Chi-Chi idea thing after. You know what I'm saying? I was going to call it Carlito's Way and put the E, like put Carl Little in there, Eto's Way. But then my bro ran it by me. He was like, nah, I remember Fab did Loso's Way. So then I ran with Eto Brigante. Then the Chi-Chi thing came about. So yeah, definitely Walberto. That turned over a new leaf for me this year.
History, bro. You dropping some real gems on this motherfucker.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. Chi-Chi's a funny motherfucker, man. Shout out to Chi-Chi, get the yayo. He's hilarious. That's what I meant by that line. Like, because I'm talking about him, you know, going about it like it's him speaking. I was like, I'm a stand-up guy, no comedy. That's what I meant by that line, because he do stand-up now.
I got you. No, that's a powerful boy. Hey, one thing I do want to say is in all your interviews I've seen, you always have a Corona in your hand. Corona need to write you a check.
Always. No, that's my coffee, man.
Come on, they got the big homie Uncle Snoop in there. They got Bad Bunny. Now they need to go to the Rock and go tap in with my guy.
Yeah, man, Corona King over here.
Come on. They keeping the stocks going with you. What is a few things that people got fucked up about upstate New York when it comes to this rap scene?
I don't know, because I think that's where we come in.
Yes.
I want to say they catching on right now. You know what I'm saying? So what I like to say is that they fucking with us now. You know what I'm saying? We had it fucked up. You know what I mean? At one point, I was doing it for my town only. You know, my cuz had to pretty much beg me to get online. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you need to get online. You know, MySpace and shit like that. So, you know, I caught on to the digital thing late. You know what I mean? So I would definitely love to say that they fucking with us now. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, there's always someone that invests the idea that makes a dream a reality. Who invested into Eto and making this dream a reality?
My brothers who never left, man. Jay Black, and brothers that I just met. Shout out to Jay. You know, it's niggas you know for years, man. But it's niggas you just meet. It's like you known them for years. So Jay's one of those guys. And never turned his back on me yet. During this little time we've been working, and he just go all out for me, you know. So yeah, man, in a nutshell, man, and the supporters, of course, man, it's crazy because it's a lot of guys I've been chatting to online that I've never met in person and feel like I know these guys. And guys that I've been chatting with online finally get to meet them. And it's like, yo, so you know, this internet shit is very powerful if you utilize it correctly. Saying?
Man, shout out to your cousin that put you on. Otherwise, we'll still be in the dark with the lights out.
Yeah.
So, bro, I got 2 more segments, bro. I'm gonna put a pause on the entertainment stuff. You know, my first segment is my awareness segment, and you know, I'm talking about when them red and blue lights hit, when them high beam hits the back of your neck, and it starts searching for the other heads in the car. I'm talking about we hearing that blurp sound, we getting pulled over. I ask every guest of mine when was the last time they're pulled over, and what's some advice they can give in a situation so that they get up out the situation as quickly and safe as possible.
Damn, last time I got pulled over, it was light traffic shit. Well, the only advice I want to give and will give is I say this all the time: give them your fucking license and registration, man. It could be so simple. You know, these guys think they know it all. They know the law. Am I being detained? They got their window cracked. Give them just follow protocol, baby. It's simple. Go about your business. But they make it a big deal. Next you know, they getting tased, dragged out the car. It's stupid. There's the only advice I'm gonna give. Follow protocol. Give them your fucking license and registration.
Come on. Let that shit sink in. Knowledge is power, but when you use that knowledge, it becomes a superpower. And you know, it's something as simple as doing as you're told is hard for you, bro. Life's gonna be even harder if you feel me, if you get dragged out that car.
Yep. I'm gonna be honest. My lady drive. I'll be in the passenger. When I drive, it's to and from. When we on the road, my lady take the wheel. So that's how I go about it.
Come on, that's a carrot of a gem within itself. If you listening, I mean, if it went over your head, you could put it on repeat. But he letting you know something right now. Come on, there's less attention.
Right.
I got my next segment. It's called Impulse Q&A, and you know I got impulse questions. I wrote down earlier. I want your impulse answer. You don't like the question, it's all good. Say pass, but I still want you to answer 3 questions.
I got you, baby.
All right, let's get it. Question number 1. What is the funniest thing you seen happen in real life?
In real life, shit, a lot of damn. Funniest shit. Well, we got a few famous people in town. It's just regular people I see every day. We just see them do funny shit. But funniest shit, I don't know, man. I'm a very humorous guy, but I can't probably put out the funniest shit. Shit, man. I don't know. Funny though.
Question number 2. What is one thing you love, but you wish you hated?
Cigarettes. Motherfucking cigarettes. I smoke a pack a day. Easy.
That's real. And shit, how much they run for where you at?
Well, I'm upstate. I smoke these. This is a Rochester. This is the Indian reservation right here. This is some hometown shit that I'm on. These shits back in Newport's out here cost like $12. I get 3 of these for 12. Coming, and we supporting locals. This from the Indian reservation. It's about a 30-minute drive from us, 40 minutes.
That's by the carton.
Yeah, I smoke those right there. But yeah, definitely cigarettes, man.
Hell yeah. Question number 3. You're on a 10-hour flight. Who's riding with you, dead or alive, and what y'all talking about?
If I'm on a 10-hour flight, it's most likely gonna be just me. And my ass gonna be taking naps and writing some lyrics. In a nutshell.
Come on. Shit, right? Damn, that's the realest answer I've ever got.
Word.
I could be like, man, I'm trying to talk to Barack Obama. I'm trying to talk to Donald Trump. I'm trying to get them get along. I'm gonna spend 2 hours talking to the baddest bitch in the world. No, you kept that shit all the way trill. Because guess what? When you arrive, you're gonna be ready.
Right. I get that transportation to and from accommodations.
You know, that's just like a deep ass metaphor, because a lot of people don't understand that so many people get caught up taking off, going somewhere. Hey, I'm finna do this, I'm finna do that, or I'm gonna be something. But they forget they gotta arrive.
Yeah.
They be getting lost mid-air and be fucking making a U-turn, and then, hey, what you was doing 3 months ago, you ain't doing today. What you was doing a year ago, you ain't doing today, because you made that.
Man, them flights be brutal, man. If we could recline back just a little more, I love them. But I missed the flights, man. The shit been fucked up. Last year I did like 12 cities, man. Performances on my little semi-run tour. So ready to get back to them flights again, man.
Come on. After them 2 million streams on Spotify alone, you finna be hitting 40 cities.
I hope, I prayed, man. Lord willing, man. This shit blow over with this bullshit going on.
Bruh, like no cap whatsoever. Like y'all making noise in LA. Y'all making noise in the Bay. Motherfuckers know who y'all is. So I want to make sure I tell you from, on my side of it, from Snoops Army and Bobby D, those the biggest concerts. Motherfuckers know who you are, know about everything with you feel me? Hell's Roof with the new crack era. They know the deal. It's just,
question.
It's just, let's see your face over here. Let's kiss some babies and touch some hands. You understand me?
I can't wait, man.
So my brother, you survived my awareness segment. You survived my in-post Q&A. As a reward, it's promote time. The floor is yours. Let's promote whoever you want to shout out, whatever you trying to do. Go ahead, doing, man.
Yeah, shout out to you first and foremost, man. Shout out to Rome. Rome is always connecting dots, and he wants to see everybody win. So shout out to you boys, man. New Crack Era West, man. With Young Bro Boo Boo, DJ Beans. Shout out Hush King. All my guys out west, Big Twins. DJ MUGGS out. They, a lot of these guys is from up top over here, but Rock Marcy, these guys are out west heavy, so, and they brought me out there. So shout out to Mayhem Loren, my brother V Dawn. Willie the Kid had the great tour on the way, produced by V Dawn. To my Trust family, with Zelda, me and Flea, Lord Maul, New Crack Era, that's what we doing, man. Follow me on the grams, Eto Music Rock, that's ROC. That's at Twitter. It's pretty much all my socials. I ain't on Facebook. I don't be on that shit, but yo, shout out my man Bates too, out in the Springs, man, Colorado. We got this new loud everything coming, the strain coming. You know what I'm saying? Got some good smoke coming. Legal shit. None of that,
Man, you going indica, sativa, hybrid?
I like the hybrid. I like the both. I don't like to get sleepy off weed or antsy. So I'm just a calm, cool nigga, man.
Man, that sound like some weed I want. It's gonna be some calm cool for the
and one more time, tell these motherfuckers set it out.
Come on, Corona. Y'all need to run Eto a check, man. Corona, y'all need it. Man, all big ups for fucking with my big homie, Big Snoop, and all big ups for fucking with Bad Bunny. Y'all touching maps. Go ahead, run that map up north, you feel me, to the upstate part of New York.
I had ordered the light. Look how these cocksuckers sent it to me. Yeah, they gotta set me out. Now check this out.
See?
I stay on ice, baby.
Come on.
It be just me too.
Hey, and it ain't no commercial either, you understand me? They gonna have to run me mine if it's gonna be a commercial. Sheesh. Man, bro, you notice my show is different, it's unique. I'm like, they say I gotta have segments.
Man, I'm feeling it, man. For sure.
Salute, bro. So I was like, I got segments, but I don't do segments like them. And I'm like, how do I keep that same energy and close out? The viewers knows it's coming. I'm gonna hit you with it. You got any questions for me?
Yeah, man. Next time we link, book these gigs, man. Try to get us some gigs out there. You know what I'm saying? We flying out. Lord willing, like I said, when this shit, crash out, and then maybe possibly we come down, we do this shit in the physical, So that no question, but let you know when I'm around your way, let's link, and merge together in the physical. Smoke some bud, drink some cold ones. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's real, bro. That's real. I don't drink beer, but I'm gonna drink with you, man.
Yeah, we'll drink one.
On me, I promise you, I don't really drink it. Like, you feel me? I went to a college I work for a liquor company. So I drank enough in college that I said, fuck all that shit. Them blackouts weighed on me. So needless to say, I'm gonna drink one with you though, man. And I'm gonna make sure I tag Corona bitch ass and let them know that, I'm drinking Coronas because Eto got me drinking Coronas. Not because they got me drinking Coronas, you understand me?
It's all love, baby, man. Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Come on. On that note, bro, it's Contrast Uncut. It's season 4, episode 35. I want to give a big shout out to Uncle Snoop's Army and Bobby D Presents. I wouldn't be able to do incredibly dope shit like interview Eto and let this brother drop diamonds by, the 30, 40, 50 round carats. And this brother was letting them motherfuckers shine. It's up to you if you drink the water, but I'm telling you now, if you drink some of this water, you're going to have some diamonds in your grill, or you might have a little bit of crack in your system because the new crack air is going to lay on you. Salute, Eto. I appreciate you, bro, for coming on the show, man.
What's up, baby? Bulletproof love. You heard I'm here. Contrast Uncut. You already know, baby, man. We loaded, fully loaded, all the way live from the 585 to the other side, man. It don't stop, baby.
100, bro.
This really reminds me of some Tribe Called Quest. Hip-hop really taught me to give it all I got left. Wu-Tang taught us how to beat the projects and tell my story over beats and it could be a project. Look, how it
Man, I know you guys can't smell this right now, and I ain't talking about none of that other stuff. I'm talking about some of that good stuff, that smell good stuff. I think it's breakfast. What time is it? It's breakfast time. Make sure you tune in to Contrast Uncut no matter what you're doing. Whether you're eating breakfast, you're smelling good food like I'm smelling, or if you're smelling other stuff, we're good to watch too. Make sure you tune in. Thank you.